Hello, welcome back. My name's Kinetiq with a Q because I'm quirky like that. The last video also went well. You guys are really reciprocating and appreciating the AI schlop, is what I like to quote. I have already gone through and done the recording in the video. This is me after doing the whole project. I got hit pretty hard with COVID last week, and I didn't really have a voice to do any introduction or go through the AI, the basically Chat GPT coaster with you. But we're gonna review this real quick before we jump into the project, and then I'm gonna put in the time lapse and build, and then we're gonna show the end result at the end of it. So okay, so this time I asked because someone suggested, I don't know off the top of my head. I will put you on the screen. Thank you so much for the suggestion. We're doing a wooden coaster this time. So I asked Chat GPT to create me a realistic wooden coaster and Planet Coaster 2. Some of the comments also gave me some good suggestions to kind of filter out what I needed to say to Chat GPT, so it gives me something unique, realistic, and nothing too stupid or crazy. So I reworded this a little bit so we can get a better idea of what we're doing and what we're building. So Chat GPT gave me a GCI wooden coaster, and as you can see here with the Millennium Flyer trains, similar things like Ravine Flyer 2, Thunderhead, all that kind of stuff. And it wants to do a terrain hugging twister design built into a forested hillside with constant action, ideal for a scenic park setting. So here's some of the stats: 98 feet, top speed 53, duration 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And here's the elements in sequence. So a pre-lift curb, twisting tunnel or curb shed with a flick into chain lift, a 98-foot lift hill with a first drop swooping to the right, plunge into a ravine. We're not going to worry about the ravine part. Next up, we have a low, fast airtime hill into a fan curb, very like GCI, overbank swoop across track, head chopper supports. Next up, a double cross airtime hills, intertwined bunny hills, station flyby, twisted turnaround, quick left to right switchback, elevation gain, a rolling double up, and a ground hugging S curve, so side to side shifts into a low tunnel, or in a low tunnel. So followed it up with a final airtime combo, a double downhill leading into the brakes, and that rounds up our coaster. So as the theme in this deck says, it's going to be Timber Wraith and dense pine forest, wooden mining buildings, eerie lantern lighting. Q features crosses under/over the track multiple times, and raw wood track and supports with dark green and rust accents on trains. So this is what ChatGPT gave us. Without further ado, I'm not going to say much else. Again, thank you so much for the support. If you want to leave some suggestions and feedback in the comments, you're more than welcome to. But for now, I'm just going to put on the time lapse, and I'll check in with you all at the end of it. Alright, so here we are after the time lapse. As you can see, this is the full complete process. The full coaster here. The name is, in fact, Timber Wraith, as suggested from Chat GPT. And we're just going to jump right into it. As you can see, you've already gone through the time lapse and everything, so you can see the layout so far. We're just going to do what we normally do and go through the suggested layout from Chat GPT. So the first part is going to be a pre-lift curve. So twisting tunnel or curve shed to flick into chain lift. We did our best with the tunnel, but it looks good nonetheless. Into a 98-foot lift hill, which is the exact amount to a T, which leaves us with not much speed for this layout. However, we did our best. So the first drop is a swooping right drop, plunge into a ravine, followed by a low speed hill here. After this, it is a fan curve. Added the cables here just to add a little bit more immersion and realism, followed by a double cross airtime hill. So 2 airtime hills right here, one right here, and another one up here. Next up, we're going to have to go to the station flyby, so we meander a little bit here to get to the station. And as you can see, here is our station flyby. Let's see if we can get a train going through it, just so we can all see how quick it goes through. This is also our tiny break section, just so we can have one more train running at the same time. Next up, we got a twisted turnaround, a quick left-right switchback with a slight elevation gain. So to the left, to the right with an elevation gain. So I guess it's technically an elevation gain, followed by a rolling double up, 2 consecutive rising hills, whip and air time. So 1 and then 2 right here. And to wrap up, we have a ground hugging S-turn. Pretty straightforward, followed by a final airtime combo. So this is one more spot of airtime, followed by a little airtime in the brake section, and that is it. So this is Timber Wraith. I did my best to follow what ChatGPT suggested, but however, like I said, ChatGPT sometimes doesn't know ball, so we kind of make things up on the fly to make it a bit more realistic and make it make sense. Obviously, I think I could have done a little bit better from a layout perspective, but all in all, I think this is one of my favorite wooden coasters I built on this game. So let me know what you think. And like I said earlier, leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you want more of this content. I love to hear from you, and I love to continue to make videos. I am going to be out of town for the next week and a half, so I'm going to do my best to get things lined up to hopefully post maybe one more video just for you guys, so you guys don't feel left out. But for now, thanks again for watching. I will leave you guys with a cinematic and POV.